And a very good Wednesday afternoon to you from what is, it has to be said, a beautiful day here in Manchester on the 1st of May. The 1st of May! Where's the year going? But at least now we're well into what I call spring, because I don't think so. Kind of summer arrives until maybe June, possibly July. If it carries on like this, it was brilliant. This video is really a part 2 to my video from the other day about where I am right now, about my MS. I see that there was quite a lot of views on that particular video, and I hope that those of you who watched it found it interesting or useful, or shows that there's somebody else, i.e. me, who kind of understands what you out there are going through on a daily basis. So what I thought I'd do, instead of talking about kind of just me as a singular patient, is kind of talk to you more generally about MS and what my feelings are regarding it. Obviously you've got a fair idea that I don't look upon it favourably or unfavourably. I would much prefer to be perfectly ill, of course. But I view it as an inconvenience, and as time goes on, that inconvenience becomes more pronounced. Of course it does, because the older you get, your body becomes less and less able, and any severe health issue becomes more of an issue than it was when you were younger, fitter, stronger, faster. Sounded like Steve Austin then for a minute. So let me start off by contradicting myself a little bit by saying that I wasn't going to talk about me, but I will just talk about me just for a minute. At the moment, because I didn't mention this the other day, I'm on this, a Baggio. Now, this is the second treatment I've been on. One tablet a day. If you were on a Baggio, you'll know it's a little blue tablet. And I have to say, I don't really notice any great impact from it. It's not stopping my MS from getting any worse, and it doesn't kind of make me feel any better on a day-to-day basis. So my MS is, what is it we call it, remitting and restarting or something like that, I can't remember. So it has these periods where it stops kind of thing, and then it restarts and becomes a little bit worse, and the functioning of your body it gets a little bit worse again. So it was suggested that we try a Baggio because the last treatment I was on, it was actually causing problems, and the one thing I don't like is treatments that are supposed to make you feel better actually make you feel worse, and that's not good in anybody's head, surely. So first off, the thing I'll ask you here is, if you're on a Baggio, drop me a note down below. Let me know what your opinion is. Let me know whether you're a bit like me and you don't really know whether it's doing any good, you don't feel that it's doing any good. Let me know whether you've had any bad side effects from it, or the other side of that coin, whether it's brilliant, whether it's brilliant for you, and you've gone, wow, this is fantastic. What I mean by that is, I'll give you a little story from many years ago. In the early years when I was young and my asthma was causing major problems, there was no treatment. I was born and bred in industrial Manchester. Crap in the air. I had asthma, and needless to say, I wasn't particularly well. Lots of time went on, about a decade and a half, and there was very little treatment, very little treatment. And then something called Ventolin came along, and initially I was given tablets which didn't really sit well with me, and then I was given an inhaler, which I found was an ideal thing once I was having an attack. But the point I'm coming to, when I was about 17, I think, something like that, My GP said to me, this new tablet has come out and it's for asthmatics. I'd like you to give it a try. And the tablet was called Unifilin. And all I can say, and this is where it allies to Diabagio, one of my hopes for you out there, I got Unifilin. I was your typical asthmatic. I looked grey. I was wheezing, coughing, not feeling very well at all. I went to the chemist. I picked up these tablets, and the doctor said to me, "When you get home, you're going to take 2 a day, but when you get home, take 4. Just take 4 for the first day." I got the tablets at 3 p.m. on that day. On that day, I woke up with asthma. The following morning, I didn't have asthma. Now, of course, I did, but there was no symptoms. I didn't cough. I didn't wheeze. I wasn't grey. And it's been like that for the rest of my life. I still take Unifilin. And my hope is that Abagio, or whatever treatment you're on, and by all means let me know what treatment you're on, if something has been miraculous for you, please let me know. So moving on, a symptom I didn't touch on yesterday, and it didn't come to me that I hadn't spoken about it until I re-watched my video. I like to kind of watch my videos to make sure that I'm clear and as concise as I can be these days because of the old brain fog. I realised I didn't talk about a further thing about my hands. Not only are my hands kind of numb, but they have an autonomic. Your body has an autonomic system whereby that's what causes sweating and that kind of thing. When you're hot, your body sweats automatically, and part of that you get sweating on your hands, on the palm of your hands, and that's what makes you feel like if you run your hand, a normal person runs the hand down a mirror or a glass window or something like that, your hand will drag down that because of the moist nature of all the pores in your palms and your fingers and that kind of thing. My hands don't sweat anymore. I have no resistance against something like a mirror or a computer screen. Therefore, I don't grip things. I can't grip things anymore. Let me know if that's you. Let me know if you suffer from that kind of thing, because I find that really incredibly annoying. You don't realise how we just accept being able to do things, and when it doesn't work, I'm not too sure that I couldn't start a new career and become a burglar and not even bother wearing gloves because my hand doesn't sweat anymore. I don't leave fingerprints. I can touch my glasses and I don't leave a fingerprint. I could be a criminal. I'd be a mastermind. It'd be brilliant. The other thing I like to that is, do you suffer with the inability to grip things because your hands are kind of no longer sweaty or moist or whatever word you want to call it? You do. So do I. Getting hold of a bottle top, for instance, that kind of thing. I still have enough strength in my hands to actually turn a lid, but I'm not unable to grip it because my hands are not, whatever you call it, adhesive because of the kind of the sweat on them. So a little tip for you, if you find this useful, if you're struggling the way I struggle. I went to my local pound shop and I bought a pair of these. Now these are workman's gloves, but if you turn them round, on the inside they have this shiny kind of rubbery material, and if you put them on, you can now grip things again. Like opening a twist bottle or opening a can pull or something like that. And these are a £1.20 or something like that, I think. If you're struggling like I struggle, get yourself a pair of these from your local pound shop. Ideal. Keep a pair at home and buy another pair for the car. Just in case. You know, if you go away on holiday or something and you're struggling to open a bottle of pop on the beach, you can put these on and you can open a bottle of pop. I wanted to kind of touch on as well the kind of embarrassing side of MS, which is the first thing I think is important to say, that it's okay not to be okay. I think if you're anything like me, I've been because I have been ill all my life, I've been not surrounded by friends, let's say, for quite a lot of my life. So I've been a bit of a loner, and I've learned how to look after myself and manage my own medications from being very, very young. I become very independent and very. It's okay. It's just me. I can manage. Thank you very much indeed. But when you have friends close by, or you are in a relationship, and you are perhaps a little bit concerned about the more personal aspects of MS, as we're aware, again, if you're anything like me, it can have an awful, dreadful effect on your urinary system. Going for a pee. I mean, it's the most basic thing that anyone wants to do during the day. You get up in the morning, you think, oh God, I've got to go for a pee. And then you go and nothing works. And then nothing works. And the same again, all my life I've been a regular as anything. I'll go and do a number 2. And if you're in America or anywhere else, a number 2 here in Britain is having a poo, having a dump. Every day, regular as clockwork, not a problem at all. I go and sit down, some private time alone, and your bowels are just saying, no, it's not happening today, my friend, I'm afraid. It's just not happening. And you know full well that you need to go, but no, sorry, no, I'm not cooperating today. Is that you? Are you that kind of thing? It's okay to laugh at yourself, because it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then of course the most personal thing is the loss of libido. Your libido just disappears. You have no sex drive, and the person that you love or you're close to, who you've had a very good relationship with for many, many years, feels as though they've become unattractive, unloved, unwanted, undesired. And that phrase comes out that you hear being muted when people break up. It's not you, it's me. Well, in this case, it is me. It is me. Any lustful yearnings that I may have had, MS has taken away. And of course, the other side of things, if you do have lustful yearnings and you act upon them, that is exercise. And of course it can be quite excessive exercise. And of course, as I referred to yesterday, any form of exercise can cause immense amounts of pain. Now I know that pain and pleasure are very close bedfellows, but that kind of pain I can live without. So even though I can laugh at all those things, and I do on a fairly regular basis, it's very hard sometimes to accept that it's having you and your well-being is having such a detrimental effect on others. But it is okay not to be okay. It's okay to laugh at yourself. It's okay if your significant other, wife, husband, whoever it may be, has a laugh at you. It's okay. If they want to take the mickey about you not being able to go and have a poo, it's okay. all I would say is you'd be okay with it. You'd just be okay with your body basically taking the piss out of you and saying, no, and I'm just not. I'm not going to do the things that you've got used to doing over the last 50 years of your life. It is just not going to happen today. You know, just take that, as I said to you yesterday or the day before, as an inconvenience. Do not let it get you down. It's something that you cannot allow to happen. All of these things are well-known side effects and that kind of thing of MS. Just have a look online and you can just go down and go, yep, got that. Oh yeah, I got that. That, oh God, I hope I don't get that. That kind of thing. Just kind of take it easy. Just allow it to kind of wash over you, because I guarantee, because I've suffered with pain for a long, long time, if you get stressed, I will speak about myself here, if I get stressed, the direct consequence of that is extra pain. So try not to get stressed about all these odd bits and pieces that I've just spoken about. It's just not worth it. Try to live as stress-free life as you possibly can. And if your MS is causing problems in the bedroom department, sit your partner down. He or she will be more than willing to listen, and don't sugarcoat it. Tell them exactly what's going on for you. Tell them exactly the truth. Say that you still love them, you still desire them. It's just that your body doesn't allow you to demonstrate that anymore. And they will understand, because they will see on a daily basis how you struggle with everything else. So it's okay not to be okay. I'll finish off by saying what I said yesterday, which is what you've got between your ears, in my opinion, is the most vital tool to combat the effects, physical and mental, of MS. Keep this moving. There's lots of quizzes and things like that on YouTube, for instance. There's some that I like. There's a channel called StewView. It's not mine. It's not my channel. And they do, for people here in Britain, quizzes on TV shows and situation comedies and all that kind of thing, and TV and movie theme tunes from years gone by. And he does it as a quiz thing, and you can kind of sit there and listen to the questions or listen to the theme tune, and it will help exercise this great thing, and it will bring back happy memories of years gone by. Try that. StewView is the channel. You'll really enjoy it. So I guess that's it for this one. Do not let MS beat you. We all know it can be a nightmare. We all know it can get worse, and we all know it's all out of our control. So if it's all out of our control, why worry too much? Just roll with the punches, like any boxing coach would say. Just roll with the punch. The impact will be less if you kind of roll with it. It will be less. Do not let it get you down. And as I said yesterday, if you have any questions or queries, or you just want to voice your frustrations by means of the comments section, by all means get in touch. I'll be delighted to hear from you. I want to thank everybody who got in touch after my video a couple of days ago. It was great to hear from you, and it's great to see that I'm over the 100 mark on that particular video for views, because it's very, very important that we get information out there about this annoyance of a little disease that affects us all quite badly on a daily basis. It's great to see that. So please spread this around. Let everybody, your family, your friends, let them watch this. Let them see me explaining the embarrassing stuff, because you may well not want to explain the embarrassing stuff. Let somebody else, let a stranger do it for you. So thank you very much indeed. Give this a thumbs up. As I've just said, please spread it around. Please let me have your comments and your queries, anything that you want to ask, put them down below. And don't forget, subscribe. It costs nothing. It costs nothing. And if you want these videos to come to you regularly, hit the notification bell. Excuse me. And it will let you know when I load one of these up. And it could be about MS, it could be about politics, and it could be just me venting my spleen about the ridiculous world that we live in right now. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again very soon with something else. Bye bye.